welcome to the inaugural video of Reform Resistance. This is going to be the first of many videos. These videos are going to stem from anywhere from just plain old gear breakdowns because I love tactical gear and I'm getting more into it as I make more money, and politics, rants, conspiracy theories, and just really hard topics that need to be discussed in the Christian community. Because quite frankly, I would say I don't say the majority, but a hefty enough group of people within the Christian community are effeminate and placate toward pleasing women rather than doing what God calls them to do. So, with that out of the way, let's just start with a little gear breakdown. All right, to start out, start rifle. All right, yes, this is a pistol lower with a rifle upper. Okay, this is going to be an 80% lower. All right. Best way to get an AR-15, all right, because background checks are unconstitutional. And the aspect of just building your own lower, quite frankly, it's fun. If you like Legos, you'll have fun with this, all right? The upper is a Palmetto State Armory 20-inch upper, all right? We got Magpul foregrip, Magpul bipod, all right? We got the Streamlight, I forget the name of this, but it's their $100 with the tack pad. Got this surprisingly for $100 in the height of 2020. Okay, flip up sights. I do want to get a different grip so I can put a Allen key in here. If I do keep with this mount, be able to quickly take it off and go back to backup iron sights. Anyways, optic setup. I got it for a stupid good deal on July 4th. Swamp Fox optics. This is all Swamp Fox. This is the Kentucky Long 2-12. And quite frankly, I like it. I like it a lot. I have this optic mount. It actually has an RMR footprint, if you see. So then it allows for a canted RMR. It's a little wonky to get used to because it's not directly on top. It's not all the way over here, but it's also heavy. So there's a good chance that I'm gonna swap it out. And if I get a 6.5 Creedmoor AR that's more meant for hunting, I'll probably slap this mount on there. But I've got to make do with it because it's what I have. All right. We'll go down here. All right. Sidearm, everyday carry. I go with this everywhere. Glock 19 Gen 4. No RMR because I got this. I turned 21 right before the RMR craze. So there was obviously no Glocks that had the cut in it. Had ordered a different pistol, barrel threaded, TLR1 HL, custom stipple job that a buddy of mine did. He did phenomenal with it. Love it. Nice sandpaper feel. No sweat is any issue. Only issue with this barrel is that this sometimes comes loose, so I just tighten it every now and then. Don't worry, it's empty. Okay, yes. There's ammo in here, but guess what? If you don't have ammo nearby your gun, you're crazy. I'm not doing anything stupid. It's going to be in this holster the entire time. This, though, is empty. And we'll even, look at that, locked back, send it home. Okay, cool. All right. Chest rig, funny enough, is a Condor tactical chest rig that I got when I was in high school when I was super into airsoft. This is the next upgrade item, but right now I can hold 8 mags. All right. Anybody who says, especially Bastion, if this is all you can afford, because funny enough, I'm a single income family. I have a stay-at-home mom as a wife, and then I have a 2-year-old. So my money is not my money. All right, I have to make sure my wife is taken care of and my son is taken care of. So I don't get a whole lot of spending money, but when I do, I gotta be choosy about what I upgrade. But this is up there. But right now I got 8 mags. You can't really carry more than that. Or if you think, I only need 4, do you really think 120 rounds is enough? I don't think so. I run, this is obviously a lot of mags. I'm strong, I'm fit, I can do it. Which I have an extra mag here, 2 mags here. I would say this is a Warrior Poet Society belt, Blue Force gear. I really like it, but if I had to say, if I wasn't gonna grab anything in a crap at the fan scenario, it'd probably be this, and I would just use my standard Kydex outside waistband belt to use my sidearm. Because in reality, I'm actually use this as Clint Smith from Thunder Ranch says, your pistols get to your rifle. That is true. handguns ballistically are not the best. All right. The reason why I chose a 20-inch, in the fine words of Grantham, it turns range ammo into duty ammo. But anyways, that's a quick gear breakdown. If you're wondering what shirt this is a $20 shirt off Amazon, $30, something like that. But I had to make sure that I had some of God's plaid. I absolutely love it. It's the best. It's the most aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And yes, aesthetics do matter to an extent. And this is the best camo ever. But anyways, enough of that. Let's put this down. All right. I can carry it, just don't want to. It's already sweaty enough in here. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, purpose of this channel, like I said, or I can't remember if I said, but the purpose of this channel is just going to be talking about the reality of the world from a Christian perspective, from a Christian nationalist perspective, to bring about clarity in what that means, to bring about how we got here, why it seems like our world's on fire, our country, which it is. If there's a chance where this works out well enough, I can do gear stuff, I'd love to do gear stuff. What I would really love to take this channel with is be able to have interviews with Christians that served in the military and to discuss the reality of, just being able to defend yourself in any type of situation. I also want to talk about just, current culture, political stuff that's going on that I think Christians ought to know. Because I think there's a serious need for real men in Christianity. Quite frankly, the evangelical space of America, one that I was raised in, it's full of effeminate men that want a white knight and please not only their wife, but all the women in their churches. There's a reason why 60% of all U.S. churchgoers are women. Why? Because men are tired of being preached at not only by women, but also men that are essentially women preaching from the pulpit and not in doing what God calls them to do. Because Christianity is not a soft religion. Anybody who tells you that has the wrong view of Christianity. Christianity is a dying to self, and it takes strong men to lead that. And that's what I'll be getting into. I'd like to do at least one video a week. If I can do more, I'll probably do more. Because now that I kind of have my setup going, I'm going to make sure that I can do this quickly whenever I want to talk about things. But yeah, probably the first one, I'll just do this real quick. The first topic that I would say is that in the U.S. we're obviously facing a crisis. We're facing a crisis of good men not doing anything. That's how we got here. That's how the last 70 years have been, is that evil men rise when good men do nothing. And we need good men. And what is good? Good is stood out and given a definition by God. It's anything that glorifies God. We need men that come out and glorify God. Men that are willing to work more hours or do a job that's harder to make sure their wives can stay at home. Why? Because I personally think that's a biblical mandate. More wives that stay at home, better families, better homeschooling. We need to starve the beast that is public school. That's how we have so many in my generation, because I'm in this weird stage between millennial and Gen Z that I see both sides of how millennials got to where they are, and I see Gen Z is where they're at now. But we, as the church, this is when we thrive. We thrive when we have strong men leading the charge, having families, having lots of babies. Why lots of babies? Oh, if you only want two, God calls you to be fruitful and multiply. As abortion ravages our country, over 60 million children dead. Anybody who says that it's about freedom of choice, you are wrong and you need to repent, especially if you're a Christian. The left is killing their own children, not just through abortion, but also through neutering their children through hormone therapy when they, the transgender stuff. The public school is how they indoctrinate, much like how the KGB or the Soviet Union would convince the children of the Soviet Union to love the state more than they love their family. And we need lots of godly Christian families going forward. That's how we win. That's how we do. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean there's not going to be hard times ahead, but that's how we win. The next video that I'll probably do is just going to be Christian standards of men. If you want to be part of these discussions, I'd like to be involved in this community as possible. I'd love, subscribe, and let's get after it. Let's talk. I want to challenge men my age. I want to challenge older men, and we'll get into fun theology discussions We'll get into other things like that. Before I leave, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I do taxes for a living. I'm not a CPA yet. I have 2 of the 4 tests done, hoping to do that by July. And we're trying to get our way out into the sticks as far as we can from a city as possible. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. Fun fact about my wife and I, we met July 4th, 2020, engaged January 2nd, 2021, married June 4th, 2021. We were expecting 3 months later. It's just the absolute blessing. And I told her I had 3 non-negotiables. You have to love Christ, have to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to homeschool. And she said, sign me up. And she's crazy enough to go on this journey with me. And I love it. The great thing about my job, as boring as taxes is it allows for my wife to be a stay-at-home mom when I'm only 27 years old. And it's great, and I can brag about that. Do we have more money? And can we go on those trips and fun things? No, that's why I have a Condor chest rig and haven't upgraded. But it allows for us to, for my wife to be able to do what God made women to do, and that's be a mother and raise children. And I can be a strong man, be a strong man for my son to see, and that, things that we do for our family is important. Anyways, this is where I leave you. I'm looking forward to uploading a little bit more. You won't see my face ever until maybe this just becomes my income. If this hypothetically works out, not going to care, not going to worry about that. But I won't show my face. Why? Because we will talk about some serious things. And as insane as the left is, they will figure out where you work. They will cancel you, get you fired from your job. And again, this is a single income family. I still talk like this to people at my work. My boss knows me. But I still talk like this in public. I just want to make sure that we're secure. Remember, our founding fathers used pseudonyms when discussing things of freedom when it came to the revolution. Own up to that. It is not wrong. Be encouraged. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.